Tonight, a Republican pushing baseless conspiracies about her state's elections in 2020 is now running to oversee Michigan's elections. And she has the formal backing of Donald Trump. Sara Murray is out front.
A vocal critic of elections now wants to be in charge of them.
It is completely criminal.
Kristina Karamo has not been shy in insisting there was widespread cheating in the 2020 vote, touting debunked claims.
It is not right that hundreds of thousands of votes are allowed to be considered as lawful votes when we know they're illegal.
And saying Donald Trump was the true winner in Michigan.
Donald Trump won Michigan.
Unsurprisingly, she now has Trump's backing in her bid to become Michigan's next Secretary of State.
Yeah, so I have President Trump's endorsement, which is massive.
Karamo has never run for statewide office, but gained some national notoriety after making unsubstantiated claims that she witnessed election fraud in 2020.
I was a poll challenger at the TCF Center.
As Trump eyes a potential 2024 comeback bid, he's backing candidates like Karamo and others who've spread election falsehoods, looking to replace the battleground state officials who stood up to Trump's attempts to overturn the results in 2020.
Kristina Karamo!
A CNN review of Karamo's podcast and writings on her now-defunct personal website reveal previously unreported comments that show extreme views beyond just the 2020 election results and reveal barbed criticism of both parties.
There are a bunch of traitors in the Republican Party.
But her most inflammatory language is aimed at Democrats.
Their party has totally been taken over by a satanic agenda.
Including Michigan's current Secretary of State.
She's an evil woman. She's a very evil, evil, evil woman.
Karamo's staunch conservatism intermingles with her religious beliefs.
Ultimately, the culture war is really the most important war we fight.
A community college adjunct professor, Karamo has a master's degree in Christian apologetics, traditionally the defense of Christianity. Among her concerns, evolving norms around gender and sexuality, views she often takes to the extreme.
There is no such thing as a person with two mommies and two daddies. That is just factually incorrect.
In an August 2019 blog post, she called transgender women trying to play women's sports mentally ill adults playing dress-up. She suggested in a podcast that premarital sex paves the way for society condoning pedophilia.
When we normalize people fornicating and we normalize people living together with their boyfriends and girlfriends and all this stuff, we opened a door for us to get to the point where we have people want to normalize pedophilia.
She has called public schools indoctrination camps.
You're forced to have your child be exposed to all types of unbridled wickedness that these Democrats and liberals want to teach.
And is against teaching about evolution.
Evolution is one of the biggest frauds that are perpetrated on us.
She also referred to herself as an anti-vaxxer before the COVID-19 vaccines were authorized.
Guess what? I'm crazy. I'm an anti-vaxxer.
These views now under the spotlight as she seeks the Republican nomination.
One of the things that I try very cognizant of, I'm running a statewide race. And I understand I have to win the hearts and minds of people who may not necessarily think like me.
Now, we reached out to Kristina Karamo as well as her campaign to see if she wanted to do an interview as well as with a detailed list of questions for this story. No one ever got back to us. And Aaron, because a lot of this stuff is coming up for the first time, it's still unclear how this could affect her campaign.